All right, we're live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another live stream with Wolf and Rabbit Inc. I'm Ren Lopa, and today's topic is one of my faves. It is all about growing a high quality following, and really, I'm going to make you a promise today. If you follow these steps, you will be able to attract 100 followers in 30 days. All right, I'm going to show you how that's super manageable and how you can probably get 100 followers in a week and always have this skill under your belt of like, okay, I need some new clients coming in. I need to keep growing my audience. Here's what I'm going to do today to make that happen. So thank you all for coming. If this is your first live stream with us, please go ahead and hit like, hit subscribe. And for my audio listeners, just thank you so much for tuning in. I absolutely love this industry. I was a hairstylist for 8 years before jumping into this full time. And it's the best industry in the world. Like, I still watch hair videos every single day, just like I'm sure many of you do. It's like, I'm always going to be a stylist. Like, that's it. So let's go ahead and jump right into our topic. So a lot of you are probably here. I mean, you're obviously here because you are ready to really start gaining that traction on your Instagram account. You know, a lot of times I hear from people that they've tried everything, or they're working so hard on it, but they're just not seeing a lot of results. And that can be a really frustrating experience. So that might be why you're here. Maybe you're also here because you've seen those accounts where they have like 20,000 followers or even 2,000 followers, but nobody's liking their posts, nobody's commenting, and it's a little sketchy, right? We can all tell that that isn't like totally authentic. And obviously you wouldn't be here if that's how you want it to be. Like, you're here because you want to know how to do this authentically. You want to know how to grow a following, not just of random people on the internet, but of actual like local women in your city who can become clients. And I love that. Like, just the fact that you're here, I think is huge because it means that you really want to know how to do this the right way. You have a lot of integrity in your business, and that is really badass. So whether you have, 0 followers right now, so whether you just started your account or whether you have 1,000, this video is going to help you continue to grow your audience. And like I said at the beginning, if you follow these tips, they really will work. I saw a study and it was talking about how people rarely ever follow free advice. And that's not going to be you guys. That's not going to be my audience. Like, all of you are going to be there with your pens and papers, and you're going to be the action takers. Like, I know it. I can feel it. So don't be like everybody else. Take action on what you hear. Put these tips into play because you're going to actually give yourself a chance to see results and start to get traction. Get unstuck, even with free advice. Like, let yourself get unstuck and be supported. Okay, so let's dive into it. So the very first thing that I want you to do as you set out on this journey of, hey, in 30 days, I'm going to have 100 more followers, is I want you to kind of think about it like you're about to go speed dating, okay? And maybe you date all the time. Maybe you've been married for a while. You haven't been on a date in a while. But if you were getting ready to go speed dating, you would make sure that you were doing your hair, you're wearing a cute outfit. Like, your mind would mostly be focused on that first impression. So what I want you to think about is opening up your Instagram profile and really taking a look at it like as objectively as you can. Because like, we are going to love everything that we make. It's just being a person. Like, we think we're funny and cool and all of that. So try to be objective and open up your profile. What I want you to look at is your bio looking good? Does it say what you want it to say? Do you feel like it represents you? Take a look at your profile picture. Like, do you look friendly? Do you look approachable? Is it like RBF in there, or is it like a warm photo that people would want to come near? And I want you to look at your last 12 photos on your Instagram, okay? So the reason why we're gonna do this is because when somebody lands on your page, they might scroll a lot. They might be in like that stalker mode. Let me see what this girl's been doing. Or they might just kind of sit there, take a little peek, and then decide if they're going to hit back and go back to their feed or go ahead and follow. We do that all the time, all day long, right? So I want your latest 12 posts to be something that you feel really good about. And moving forward, the content you're posting, obviously, like pay attention, make sure that that's in alignment with who you are. But if you're about to say, okay, I'm going on this mission of getting these followers, let me just clean everything up before I start attracting all these people to look at me, then that's okay to maybe archive a few that you don't like. Maybe you're like, you know what, I want to put in a couple of these new ones before I start this project. You can just upload a few. Just make sure your last 12, so if somebody didn't really scroll down your page, look like how you feel like you are. Look like a way that represents you, represents like the clients that you want to attract, and is just feels good, feels authentic. So that's where we're going to start, is you're going to get all dressed up for your date and you're going to focus on making a really good impression. So the reason why we're starting here, I'm sure you can guess, is because we really if we aren't having the best first impression, then what's going to happen? We could be taking all the action. We could be taking all the perfect action and attracting tons of people to your Instagram page, but then they might not stick around. They might not end up following you. So taking a moment and really spending that time on your profile is really going to help you stay ahead of that, to where, okay, now I'm putting in this action. I'm attracting all these people to come and see me, and they're going to stay. They're going to stay because this is good and this is me. Like, my dream client is going to see this and be like, this is it. I'm here. I'm following this person. I'm marrying them. Okay, maybe not marrying, but you know what I mean. So the second thing that I want you to think about, I don't know how to break this one to you. I don't know how you guys are going to feel about this, but normal people don't just look at pretty hair all day. Like, that isn't, as stylists, that brings us a lot of joy. Like I told you earlier, I watch all hair videos. I just love looking at like beautiful balayages and vivids and short haircuts, like all of it. I love it. But normal people aren't really that into that. Like, if they want to see tons of pictures of hair, they're going to go and do it on purpose, right? They're going to search for someone. They're going to go on Pinterest. So what I want you to think about is that people are using Instagram for maybe inspiration, humor. They want to learn something. They want to connect with friends. So think about, am I putting out a post that my client that I love, Sheila is one of my favorite clients I used to have, that my client Sheila would really like to see? Like, it would make her laugh, or she would love it, or she would bring it in for inspo at her next appointment. So I want you to really think, like, what would your client, and picture like a real client that you have right now that you love, okay? What would she like to see on Instagram? What would blow her mind? Or what would make her feel happy or make her life better? So the reason why we're going to do that is because obviously someone's going to come and land on your page and they're going to make a decision. Is this person putting out stuff that I want to invite into my life? I want to download it on a regular basis? Or is this somebody that, like, give or take, like, I can take it, I could leave it, and I don't have an opinion. So we want to make sure that when they come, they look at your profile, they're like, this is it. They click on one of your posts and they're like, whoa, like, this person gets me, this is so cool. And they commit then to sticking around for a while. Again, this is important because as we bring more people in, as people start following us, it's normal to have some unfollows, like that happens all the time, but we want to make sure we're bringing just as much quality as we can, as we do in the salon. we're experts in the salon. We want to bring that same thing onto our Instagram page. So thinking about that, I want you to have a pen and paper. So if you have to come back to this when you have things to write down, then go ahead and do that. If you're listening to this or watching the replay, you can pause me and go and get something to write with. But I want you to make a list. And honestly, I really recommend pen and paper because I feel like something just is different in our brains when we're away from screens and all of that. But I want you to think about your 5 best clients that you have right now. So what would make a good client is like they always rebook. They like to have upgrades when you offer them conditioning treatments and all of that. They maybe rarely cancel. They like to try new things, like just 5 of your best clients. And I want you to write out their names. And then I want you to sit there and really think about what restaurants they're going to, where they're shopping for clothes, where they hang out for fun, all of that kind of stuff. Okay. So I want you to just kind of like brain dump a month in their life of all the different places that they're going to and things that they're doing. And so after you do that, I want you to go to Instagram and actually look up the Instagram handles and then the hashtags for all of the places that you just wrote down. Okay, so you're going to have this piece of paper just full of accounts, locations, and hashtags where your favorite clients are going to on a regular basis. So why we focus on this is because this is where we get into the high quality follower. So how it works on Instagram is that where you spend your time is what you get back. I mean, that could be like a metaphor for life or anything else, but it's like what you pour energy into is what you get back. So that's why oftentimes stylists and salon owners attract a lot of other stylists to their page because they're investing the time and energy into other stylists on Instagram. So they're probably liking, commenting, following, and sharing like all of these fun stylist photos. And then that's how you attract all these people back to you. So I want you to take the same energy and pour it into the people who are using these hashtags, the followers of the accounts that you wrote down. I want you to just pour a little TLC into this list that you just made, because this list, it will carry you through like years in your business. And I'm not being dramatic. Like this is legit. This works like really well. So go ahead and make sure that you get that. Okay, so you're all dressed up, your profile looks banging, you feel like it totally represents you. Then you're writing content, you're publishing posts that aren't just about what you like, what you think about, they're about what Sheila, your favorite client, thinks about, what she wants to see, what is going to help her have a better day. And then the last piece is that you've now figured out where all of your dream clients are spending their time and essentially how you can go like, I hate the word stalker for this, but like how you can go find her. You can be like a little detective and you can go out there and see where she is online and interact with her. So now's the time. You've done all the foundational stuff. Now's the time that you just have to get to work. That's it. So if you want 100 followers in the next 30 days, and you could use this formula in different ways, okay? So if you're like, you know what, Ren, 100 is weenie. I want like 1,000, okay? You do you, but this is how we're gonna break it down. So for 100 new followers in a month, that is 25 followers a week, okay? Which is 5 new followers a workday. So if you work 5 days a week, it's 5 new followers. So when you think about, oh, only 5 followers a day, like that seems so, I mean, at least for me, that feels so possible. It's like, that's not this big goal. It's like this perfect thing that I can totally make happen. So then every day, what I want you to commit to is just setting a timer. And this really depends on your life. Some of you might have a lot of free time on your hands and you're like, you know what, Ren, I can do an hour of growing my Instagram profile. And so I'm going to commit to an hour. Whatever your time is, it could be 10 minutes. 10 minutes is still going to work, believe it or not, you guys. This stuff is really powerful. 10 minutes will work. So I want you to make a commitment to yourself. Okay, for the next 30 days, I'm showing up 5 times a week for 20 minutes a day. And I'm going to set a timer. And during that time, I'm going to be focused and I'm going to go and engage with people on my top clients list, okay? On all of those places that you wrote out, those hashtags, those locations. Just by doing this, this will attract all of these new followers to you. It almost sounds too simple, and I think that that's why a lot of people don't do it, or they like hold themselves back from doing it, because as business owners, we're kind of famous for thinking things need to be hard or complicated. It's like, it can't be that easy. Or we feel skeptical, right? We're like, sounds too good to be true. I'm not doing that. It needs to be way harder than that. I need to get like 5 more apps in order to do it. I definitely need to get like, I got to take professional photos. I got to, we start like really making this hard when literally all you need to do is have your list, have your profile like on lock, and go out and just engage with people. And I know that I'm asking you to take the first move, which maybe you're not used to. Maybe you're used to everybody just coming to you organically. And so making that first move might feel scary to you. It might feel like, oh, but that's creepy if I do that. Or what is that? I'm not desperate. We come up with all these things, but it's like, you're just walking up to somebody and saying hi. That's literally it. Is that really so scary? Like, you're just saying hi. This is not, it's a big deal because it can totally transform your business, no pressure, but it's like following or liking or commenting on people's stuff. It's so simple. And I know that it has the power to bring you so many clients and really build your reputation. I mean, who wouldn't want to spend 15 minutes to get all of that? I know that I do. I know that I do. So that's it. I mean, now it's in your hands. You have all of the knowledge, you have all of the resources on how to go out and get 100 local followers in the next 30 days. And now it's up to you. If you guys want to learn more about what we do and how we help people, if you want to see more topics like this, come and check out our Instagram page. So we are at Wolf and Rabbit Inc. on Instagram, and I would love to see what you're doing. If you accomplish this task, so if you go into your insights and it says 30 days and it says you got 100 followers, send it to me. I will literally do a post just for you, giving you all the recognition in the world, because I just really want to help you guys take action. That's literally the only difference between somebody who is struggling or who is plateaued and somebody who isn't, is just implementing and taking action. And I know you can do it, and I know it works. So come and connect with me, get in my DMs, let's talk about it, and I will see all of you next week. All right, thank you.